the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excuse me. Call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
Also present.
Charles Costick.
Here.
Dana Isabella is absent. Daniel Bosley.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And I, Katie Gucci, present.
Perfect. Is there anyone seeking to provide any public comment this evening? Seeing that no one's seeking to provide public comment, just a quick update. We did hold the Ambassador Friendship visit today with Mayor Cannondale here in town, inclusive of some conversations regarding economic development, culture, as well as what do you want to call it? Probably arts and culture, et cetera, et cetera. The two sessions in the morning were really successful, and then had an opportunity to tour the mayor, including the Plattsburgh International Airport. I want to thank those for attending the breaking of the bread luncheon, friendship luncheon. But I would really say that the highlight of the afternoon was being able to highlight one of our businesses, Bluff Point, which is experiencing significant drops in Canadian visits. And talking with Paul Dame, it's pretty severe. As I've said a number of times, that our campgrounds, our hotels, our local restaurants, it's really our local businesses that are feeling kind of that pressure point. But I was very appreciative that he allowed us to use the property, and also it was an engaging opportunity with the mayor and his delegation. And just want to thank the board for supporting the project. More to come in the coming weeks. Tonight we do have some active resolutions before us, as we do not have a meeting next week. Resolution 186, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 7C-25 for $261,890.34. Abstract 7C-25 prepays for the amount of $556.18 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstracts.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Rosalie, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 187, the monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file the monthly department head reports for the following departments: Buildings and Grounds for June of 2025, the Dog Control Officer for April, May, and June of 2025, Highway Superintendent for June of 2025, Planning and Community Development for June of 2025, Supervisor's Financial Report for June of 2025, the Town Clerk for June, and as well as the Water and Wastewater Department for June of 2025.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Wood. I do want to just do a quick note in relationship to the building. It's been this way for a little bit. The structure has changed. The doorway that's closest to codes, as a reminder, has become an emergency exit only, with the changing of our fob systems for security and so on and so forth. And that glass was smoked or screened to limit the confusion of people coming, from the court. So just in case you have any questions, you can tell people that the front door is the primary door of access in Building and Grounds. I wasn't sure if it was captured in the report. I can't remember, but worth noting. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution 188, contract services between the town of Plattsburgh and Donald Fisher for appraisal services of property.
Whereas R2D2 Housing Development Fund Company, hereinafter the owner, is the owner of certain real properties situated in the town of Plattsburgh with tax map number 205.4-1-14 and located at 2025 Route 22B, Morrisonville, New York, 12962. And whereas said property 2025 Route 22B has an assessed valuation of $400,000 in the year of 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And whereas the petitioner has filed a notice of petition and petition within New York State Supreme Court, County of Clinton, for a review of the assessment under Article 7 of the Real Property Tax Law of the State of New York for the final assessment roll years of 22, 23, and 2024, asserting the assessed values are $289,000 for 2021 and 2022, 2023 $170,000, and 2024 $90,000 respectively. And whereas the petitioner has filed a request for judicial intervention, and whereas in order to defend the assessment of the town or in these proceedings, a real estate appraisal assignment for the property located at 2025 Route 22B is required. And whereas Donald Fisher of Collier International Valuation and Advisory Services, LLC, has agreed to complete the assignment and real estate appraisals for the town of said properties under the terms and conditions contained in a letter from Mr. Fisher, which is attached hereto and made a part hereof. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign all documents required to retain the services of Mr. Fisher under the terms and conditions set forth in the engagement letter. And be it further resolved that payment for Mr. Fisher's services in an amount not to exceed $14,000 plus hourly be made payable from the 2025 legal consultation account as stated here.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Bosley. Is there a second?
Second.
Bosley, any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Thank you. That concludes the formal resolutions for this evening. Again, I would note that we do not have a meeting next week. Is there anyone seeking to provide any community reports?
Just a couple things, Michael, from water, wastewater. Lot going on right now, but you know, they're in full swing with preventive maintenance. It's that time of year, and I really want to commend Scott and his team for that. You know, we're winding down to the last couple of projects with the multi-million-dollar capital improvement plan. But Scott makes sure that they worked in preventive maintenance so that we don't slip back into some of those bad habits that we had previously. So a lot of work on tanks that they're on site, clean up of the old Kimberly site. And I just want to remind folks in the general public that you may be receiving a letter or may have received a letter from the water department regarding a survey of lines that are coming into your house for water. They need to determine whether there's lead pipe being used or whether it's copper pipe or potentially plastic pipe. So just remind everybody, please take a look at that, get back to the water department with it. That's federally mandated. So they do have to do that. They do have to survey it. There's some of the older parts of the system that they didn't have complete records as far as individual home taps, so important to get that back. And I just want to say from the fleet side, we're continuing to upgrade the fleet. There's going to be a couple more on the docket, and we are continuing to look at other avenues, you know, for potentially a fleet management company. So we'll see where that takes us.
Is there anyone else seeking to provide any community reports? I do want to go back to one other thing, and I apologize for not mentioning it before. I did submit a letter to the Clinton County IDEA, who is the one that initiated the study for potential usage of Clinton Community College, outlining between 8 and 10 items for them to be aware of, certain limitations, zoning, so on and so forth. This should not be construed as the town taking a position saying that things can't be done, nor should it be taken as a position that it supports activity. We have been very direct in the process when there has been points of engagement with large process and projects to make sure that the county and other entities are educated as far as opportunities, limitations, and so on and so forth. And I would remind the public as well, as a good example, the town of Plattsburgh actually initiated the very initial infrastructure study at the former county airport, okay? Because we knew that there was ample opportunity out there, and much of that infrastructure will eventually come back to the town. So we knew that we needed to be part of that process, and we have started to see things like the new building being erected right now at CB Tech. So again, this is a very similar type of mindset. Is what we're doing is, you know, before, you know, we kind of cast off into the world of all these projects, just to make sure that they're reviewing things through the lens of, you know, the limitations, opportunities, and so on and so forth, and we're very willing to partner. The last thing that I would say is I heard directly from one of the homeowners associations over near the property, and also included their comments directly to the IDA. I did encourage them to reach out to the county legislators, and I really am quite passionate about the fact that a property of this size and a once in a generational opportunity to see it done right really demands a stakeholders steering committee of some sort. Think of PRAC type of committee, where it's members of the county ledge, maybe county admin, the town of Plattsburgh. I can imagine one of our senior planner, you know, Scott, some different people, along with members of the public at large. So I did again make that comment in that letter, and I have previously said that. So we'll see what comes of it. So, any further committee reports? Going once, going twice. Seeing none, we will adjourn at 6:11 p.m. Knowing no need for an executive session. Please be safe and stay cool.
So, in closing, your parting words to water and wastewater is many thanks.